Hello, Liz.
Hi.
Okay, I just can't turn the camera on because I'm not quite completely dressed.
What?
Whoa, hold on. Oh, hey, there we go. What's happening? Hi.
Wow. That is very zoomed in.
Do you want me to unzoom you?
Yeah, Jesus.
Zoomy
My
McZoomy?
hand got real big.
Your head's so big.
Jesus. Nobody needs to see me that close, I promise.
Figure video. Well, there was some things that were. Is that a little bit better? More?
You gotta wait. That's a little better. Yeah. Like.
I don't want to get too
I
out.
didn't want to see my
I don't want Dodge seeing our cactus collection.
They are real. Yeah, we are, Bryce. Sorry, I have asparagus.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I don't have all my lights on.
Bryce, thank you.
It was incredibly dark there for a second. So yeah, I'm a little discombobulated because I'm a little itchy. Because we've been rolling around in nothing. I've been I got some power tools for Christmas or right after Christmas, and I've been sawing, and I had lots of sawdust on me. Yeah, it's the sawdust. What is it supposed to be called? Sour's dust.
It's sawdust.
Sawdust? It's the saw's dust. There was no dust before the saw started cutting. Like it's
the third S in there.
It's the saw's
no
dust.
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope. Because the dust actually does not come from the saw.
Well, shit.
No one cares. Show those minis. Damn, Ian.
Holy moly. Holy moly. Anyways.
I always want to see your cactus, Aaron. That's what Dodge said.
Yeah, well, that's true. Usually when I talk to Dodge, he's in bed. Just sort of, it is a thing. A thing. I'm a bopper. So how's everybody doing? How was everybody's Christmas? Was it good? I got con cred. Didn't even go to a con. It was awesome, but I'm feeling much better today.
Excuse me.
Liz got the burps for
That's
Christmas.
nothing new.
So yeah.
Dodge is in bed right now.
That is awesome. Well,
Imagine.
It's only fitting.
Imagine.
Good times. Good times. So yeah, Christmas was good. Good food, good family stuff, all that cool things. My sister and brother-in-law and their 3 kids are in the half of them are here, but they're in the process of moving just down the road from us. So that's actually really cool. I get to hang out with my nephews for not the first time, but I've seen them all of 4 or 5 times, period, in their whole life. So that should be pretty fun. And one of them's, I think I can pull them over to the dark side of miniature. So I don't know about the other 2. They're very sports heavy, which is cool too. Because maybe I can finally get my.
Are those bananas?
Who's got bananas?
I love those emotes. I see, said the blind carpenter as he picked up his hammer and saw. Exactly.
Yeah, I already drilled my finger, so hopefully that's the worst of it. But anyways, I got my table saw squared. Perfect. And it's amazing how much cleaner cabinets go together. Or anything that needs to be square. It's amazing when your saw is straight. And I didn't get the best saw, but I'm getting the most out of the saw that I got. So, yeah. I'm not even going to say the name because you guys will make fun of me. So, it's like the Lacar of table saws.
You're a Lacar.
Good times. Alrighty. So, I also got this cool heat gun. So we will be checking the temperature of our model throughout the episode tonight. Liz is super excited about that. All right.
My hair's falling out.
Whoop whoop. All right, paint cam. Let's just do this. So let me check the temperature of our little thing here.
Man, that's a lot of bananas.
The miniature is at the current time is at 76 degrees, so we are doing good.
Literally
checking the temperature of everything. Let's check our wet palette, because that's probably one of the most important things. Let's just do it right there.
Hey,
it's
can you
70.
turn your mic up any more than what it is?
Yeah, it's on the lowest possible. How's that?
Is that better, Ian? Oh, look at that. I can hear it.
Any other complaints, Ian? We're all ears.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
But he only cares about hearing me. He doesn't care about you.
That's right. That's right. Ian, did you catch the temperature of my wet palette? Let me do it again. There's the little thingy, and we are looking at 71.8 degrees for the wet palette. So I think that will be awesome. I don't know what you're supposed to keep your wet palette at, but we're just going with it.
Sure. Sweets. It is from. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta mute again. Whew, there we go. Okay. I think it's Mimico. Mimico cat ears. Is that what it's called? Mimi. I don't know. Hold on. I'll get you a link. They're just little attachments.
Liz is always rocking her kitty ears.
I love them.
They're pretty cool.
And they go on any headphones.
Right.
You missed. Wait, what? The audience is now deaf. Ian said that the palette is supposed to be 71 degrees.
That's what it was, right?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, let me check.
I wasn't listening.
Let me check again. See that little.
I didn't.
Whoa, it's lowered down to 69.1. So I don't know how to raise the temperature of my palette, but
you can lower it.
But
69.
So that is the effect of the water doing something.
Jack said, well, you missed Festivus and the airing of grievances. Yep. Oh, speaking of Festivus, we forgot to play Festivus.
Was that Guild Wars?
No, that was with, James.
Oh.
College friends.
Yeah, remember. Rock and roll.
Okay.
So I got all kinds of cool shirts for Christmas. Liz, my lovely lady Liz, my love bug, got me some.
I like that you repeated the same.
My lovely lady Liz love bug. And I got some good food for Christmas morning. That was awesome.
Yes.
And I made, what were those things we made? Sausage balls for the first time.
I didn't remember it.
And they actually came out pretty good. It's pretty stoked. The house smelled delicious. And then we left the whole bag at your parents' house. And that was awful. So my daughter went back.
Yes,
took it back.
Dodge, this is a Christmas present that he's painting. But it's for his son that does not live here. So we still have to mail all of Jordan's gifts to him. So we're just, Man, I am so burpy. We're just behind the curve. Don't fret. Yeah, it's just how we do. Okay.
Whoa, that is white.
That is very, very white. Did you mean for it to be that white?
I don't know. I think, I don't know.
Okay.
It will definitely not be that white for long. It's just white paint, but man, it is.
You're white.
It is picking up some crack-a-lackin' white there.
I'm gonna post. I forgot to post Overlife.
The rules of
What?
of the
that is
thing
not
over.
the right.
So what color should I make this fire?
Orange and red and yellow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you say anything but that. I'm still going to paint it that, but it makes you feel like you have a choice in the matter. That would be really weird. I mean, these flames are super cool.
It would be weird if it was like orange.
I mean, it could be like a green flame or something, which would be really cool. But I think fire, like actual fire, like I'm on fire. Fire would be really cool.
You're on fire.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blue fire. You could do blue fire.
Blue what?
Fire.
Fire. I love that accent.
Well, good, because it's not going anywhere. Does Jordan realize that this unit will die first every game due to his paint job?
That is the joke's
Probably.
on him, isn't it?
Don't encourage Aaron to produce blue flame.
I'm producing that on my own. I don't need to paint it. So I think I've changed a lot of things around on my desk, and I think my camera is actually a little bit funky here. So let me see if, except I can't find the knob for it. Yeah, where the heck? What is going on?
Socks!
There we go.
Socks, I like that you came in here and booped.
I think that looks more like just white paint. So we're good.
Bryce said Jordan will not like that video. You can send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it straight to Bryce.
Bryce, yeah. I think he'll appreciate it.
So, for the first time in 3 House of Vexes, we will be using our airbrush to blow dry a mini.
Awesome. Did Seven just call me on Snapchat?
Did what?
I think Chip just called me on Snapchat.
That's funny.
He did.
I bet you $1,000 that was an accident.
Oh, it was. Bless his heart.
So I do need to get, I need some silver or something.
Airbrush in the House of Vex, that's allowed?
Yeah. What is going on?
What? It's crazy. Yeah, exactly, Dodge. Finally sees use. Way to hype them Vex brand airbrushes. Everyone call Liz now? Yeah, right? I mean, my phone's on silent. I just happened to see my cousin's face just
Blaring.
very large on my screen.
Where the heck? I need some silver. A 1,000 paints. Can't find any of the ones I need.
That's
Whoops.
smart.
That's
What
not
are you
even
looking
silver.
for?
I was looking for silver, but in the dark of this room, I grabbed gold. Whatever.
That's not silver.
It's kind of like silver. Now let's get this there. I need some dark colors. Really, really dark colors. We're just at the point where we're going to start making stuff up. This is pretty much how I paint. It's like whatever colors are in front of me is the colors that will end up on the model. Oops. Rock and roll. Got a little black, got a little silver.
Thank you so much, Ringbolt, for the follow.
So has anyone gotten any hobbying done over the Christmas holiday? Or whatever holiday you're celebrating? Or were you like me and just the laziness took over and you're like, oh, let me do other stuff? It was not like I didn't do anything. I did a bunch of stuff, but it wasn't.
We did kind of do a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff going on. A little bit.
Ray said that's tough when you have red in front of you and are painting ultramarines.
Yeah. Could turn them into Blood Angel Ultramarines.
Dodge said he's been painting.
Nice.
I'm gonna turn music on so that I can listen to music. Sorry that y'all can't hear music. Sucks to be.
Why? Because they don't have no ears.
No, because I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
you're not
the
in
one
control of
streaming,
the
you
stream.
are.
That is very true.
So.
We gotta kind of figure that out because the last time we did it, even though it said it was not copyrighted music, YouTube flagged me for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal there is. Can we go through a YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I mean, obviously, it said it wasn't a big deal. Like it was like this is flagged for copyright, but even though it wasn't copyrighted or it was free to use music. But I really don't want to, like, we want to be able to replay these. So that would kind of suck if, like, we couldn't.
Yeah, I know.
That would stink.
Bryce said I got a drawing pad. I need to figure out how to use it. That's exciting.
Have you turned your computer on?
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Jack said, cleaned house, grandkids messed up house. I had to clean house again for a New Year's party, which will probably mess up the house again. Rinse, repeat. What's painting?
Nice.
Oddly enough, the Twitch music system still flags videos for copyright violations. That's very true. Yeah, the cleaning never ends around the holidays. I know that. I feel your pain, Jack. I printed some characters from Genshin Impact for my daughter who left them out, so I grabbed them and painted them. That's awesome, Dodge. That's super fun.
I saw one of our friends, you know, James Craig up in
Yes,
Colorado,
I know who James Craig is.
Canada.
Yeah.
His son completed his first commission just
Aww.
recently, and I guess he'd been working on it over the summer or something. And it was actually really good. I was like,
That's exciting.
yeah, he was super excited and made a little bit of money, and you know.
Sock said, we just got done playing Return to Dark Tower. We died gloriously. That's awesome.
Nice.
A banana mini, Bryce? Is that what you're gonna paint?
Yes, if you guys don't know, and shoot, I don't have that pulled up. We got a Christmas gift from our patrons, from our people, mostly the people on our Discord. And they sent a cool little video saying,
Oh my gosh.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that stuff. And like the coolest sculpts ever. Actually, Liz,
Yeah. Can we
can you pull it up and text it to me? Or message me and I'll just put it on the camera?
Yeah.
It's probably easier than trying to...
Let me do that.
That will allow me to just keep painting.
Yeah.
Because we got to get this thing done, man. This is a really belated birthday gift. Because my son's birthday was in September.
I thought that was a Christmas gift.
Then I turned it into a Christmas gift.
Oh,
and that came and
you
went.
did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we send it? I don't want to send it to you on Facebook because people can't see our messages.
They can see my phone, though.
Or you're just going to show it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that seems a lot easier than... Like, that'll allow me to just keep painting and not be pulling stuff up and downloading and... I mean, I guess if it was on Facebook, I could just...
Yeah, Ian, I think Jordan just expects it now.
Yeah. Like, listen, Dad, I don't want any of your 1 hour paint jobs.
You know.
No.
I don't know how to get this.
You can just take a screenshot of it.
Aaron Lovejoy, that is not what I meant.
It's brilliant, huh? It's brilliant. But it was really unexpected, and it made our holidays really cool.
Okay, well, we're just going to get a side profile view of mine because I
can't get it to turn.
Well, I can't get it to turn, but that's...
I should have, if I would have, maybe next time I'll download the STLs and get them up in Blender, and then we can take a really good look at them. Because they are really cool. It was Christine Van Patton. They hired her to do the sculpting, and she's amazing, and she did an amazing job. I don't know how else to say it. The most amazing job ever. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Got that. Got that. Got that.
Okay. All right. Do I text it to you?
You could text it to me or just Facebook message it to me. No, just bring it.
Did I like mine? Oh my god, I loved mine. I don't know why I tried to talk into my mic. It's not hooked up to Aaron's computer. I'm holding a pickle, and I look like a pinup girl.
And literally holding a pickle as we speak right now, too. So that's the weird thing.
This is a phone. I'm gonna send it in a text message. I'm so excited. Yeah, she did an excellent job on him.
Okay, here we go.
That's how I give gifts.
So this is
Late.
this is the Liz. She's a lot cuter than me, so she translates into a miniature a lot better too. So, actually, it does look a lot like you. Like Christine did a good job.
I know.
And she's got a big old pickle right there.
I did not know what you were gonna say, but yeah, I do have a big pickle.
I, on the other hand, do not have a big pickle. I have a big banana on my head. So, but.
Oh, thank you, Bryce.
This is, it's just amazing. Like, it's so funny.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
a huge paintbrush, and the banana outfit is really good. I mean, if I had been, actually interpretive dancing or something, that might have been a little bit better. But she nailed the shorts. I used to wear cargo shorts, but I don't anymore. And so, I mean, it's not even cargo shorts. It's regular shorts. So that's pretty cool. And then so at first when I saw it, I was like, okay, she put sandals on my feet. That's cool, whatever. But it's not the kind that I wear. And then I looked at them again. And it's exactly the kind that I wear. So super cool. It was awesome. Well, let's take a close look at the Lizinator here. Look at that. Very, very cool. Just all the details that are on Liz.
Stop! Don't zoom in on my boobs.
Okay, let's look at her knees. Anyways, Christine's freaking amazing, and it was funny because we found that on Christmas Eve. Yeah, we found out on Christmas Eve that they'd done this for us. And it was Christmas Eve. And so I think it was either that night or Christmas Day. I sent Christina a message, and I didn't say, hey, we saw the miniatures you sculpted. I just said, probably your best work ever. That was it.
I know. And we've been so busy, we still haven't uploaded the video of it, of us just crying.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that before. Oh my gosh, it's almost New Year's. Maybe I can work on that tomorrow because that was. I mean, it was really cool. I mean, we were really touched. Like, thank you guys, everyone who's involved in that. It was just amazing because, like, I don't know. We feel like we need to thank you guys, and you thanking us was like, what the heck? So super cool. But that being said, I would have printed it out already, but it was freaking freezing around here. And so even though I have my VAT bands now on my printers, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to try because like that's going to be a hot mess.
Yeah.
So anyways, good times. Good times. All right.
Yeah, Aaron doesn't check his messages. They just pile up on his phone, and then occasionally, like, if I have to do something on his phone...
She's like, oh my God.
I just hit clear all. So.
And then they gone. It's
and then
perfect.
they're gone.
It is perfect.
Because I can't handle it. Like I don't like notifications. Just sitting there. So yeah.
So part of my problem
I've
is
been messaging him for 20 years.
I'm
I
old.
believe it.
I don't have that excuse for 20 years ago, but I do have it now. I'm old. And now there's like 18 different ways to message somebody. So like some people message me on Instagram, which I sometimes get those. Depends. And then Facebook Messenger is still the best way. But even that can...
If you send Aaron a message on Instagram, I do occasionally still check his Instagram because I was the one that was doing his Instagram for him. Surprise.
For a long time.
Pretty sure everybody already knew that, but surprise.
I have an Instagram?
Here we go again.
I started doing my own though.
You did.
And
but I still check to make sure that you haven't missed messages because I know that you don't look at the message requests.
Yeah, and that's the worst ones is the message requests. Like if you're already in there, but even if you're already in there, like sometimes I just don't check my Instagram for messages because I don't think of it as like a messaging service.
And don't take it personally. He doesn't check my messages from me.
Yeah.
So.
But I send her messages.
But
it's a one way thing.
But doesn't check mine.
Yeah. Well, I love you.
Mm-hmm. It's great. I've gotten some print fails, even with the VAT bans. It's been so cold. That's what Dodge said.
Yeah. So it was so stinking cold. I think there's a certain point where there's diminishing returns. My stuff's all in the garage, so I'm not. If you're in the garage or an unfinished basement or something, probably not the best situation in cold.
Dodge is absolutely correct. The routine is send Aaron a message, wait a day or two, and if it's urgent, message me.
Yeah, or just immediately message Liz.
Or immediately message me and say, hey, I just sent a message to Aaron, make sure you text it.
Of course, that could turn into backfiring too, because then Liz might just be like, oh my God. So.
No, that's not true.
I don't try to ignore messages. It's just, I get freaking focused on stuff, and it's, I know. Liz knows better than anything. Like it's like laser beams. Focus.
Yep, exactly. Hey, Solar Wind.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Liz was like 12, 20 years ago. I was 14. Right? 34 minus 20 is, 14. That's 14. That's like 12, but older.
Okay.
Aaron was not. He was much older.
Just,
You were 30.
I was 30 when Liz was born.
You're not. You were 16 when I was born.
Oh.
Because we're 16 years apart.
Don't remind me.
When you... Don't remind me. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind. When you were Dragon famous, you will have to choose who you talk to or get nothing done.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, now I'm apparently banana famous too, so.
Exactly. Thanks for the lurk, Jack. I feel like I'm having to yell. Does it sound like I'm yelling? My throat's hurting.
You sound great. Oh my gosh, my I'm much better now, but I can still hear it in my voice. But earlier this week, I had a bunch of private coachings, and oh my gosh, my voice was just so jacked. And it was funny because half of my students would get on, and they sounded exactly like me, so I didn't feel so bad. Was it Zox? Was one of them. He got on and said hi, and I was like, wow, you sound just like me. He's like, yeah.
Oops. What did I do? I pressed buttons. Don't press buttons, Liz. Dodge said 16 years apart in maturity. Just in that case, Liz is the older one.
Yeah, Liz is an old soul. Let me tell you.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I'm not making fun of you, but you're like a little old lady.
I am a little old lady.
And I like that. What was it like in What We Do in the Shadows? And in the movie, at the very end, I think he marries the old lady, you know, but she's technically younger than him, and he goes, I know what you're thinking, you know, robbing the cradle and everything. But he goes, you know, she's not that, or I'm not that old, like she's not, or I don't know, it was just funny, but it was like the opposite. Like people were saying she was robbing the cradle of him, but actually he was robbing the cradle of her because she was like 400 years old.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to do this, Liz? You ready to get
do it
downtown?
I don't know what's happening, but do it.
All right. I don't really know what's happening either, but we're just gonna
Look at this cute little bunny.
We're gonna go with it. Ooh, that is pretty cute. That looks like a doggy toy. Is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a little plushie.
That looks like a plushie, and it's beautiful. I take that back. I like Marley got one toy this year for Christmas and immediately ripped the ear off of it.
No, she ripped the antlers off. Both of them. So I guess one of them looked like a little reindeer. She had it literally 10 seconds and both of the antlers were off.
Yeah, she's real quick.
Because I was like, did she poop on the floor? I forgot I can cuss on this. And then, it wasn't poop. They were antlers. Also, I burned the roof of my mouth earlier when we had pizza.
Oh, yeah. And I took the temperature of it, and it was what, 2... It was, I can't remember.
141.
It was 141. So you can burn the roof of your mouth at 141 temperature. Just in case you were wondering. Ian, Bryce probably already knows. Our freezer in the garage is a nice 13 degrees. Let me check this paint. See how that is.
Talk through facts up
my
in
paint
here.
is at 63.
What do I know?
63.3 degrees.
I don't understand. He's obsessed with taking the temperature of literally everything.
I don't know how that's a problem, but whatever. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. Water. Water is your friend. I'm gonna do, and I tried this the other day.
What?
So Matt DiPietro did that video on making a lit cigar. It was last month's video.
Uh-huh.
It was really cool. So I tried it on a flame that I did, and it worked pretty well.
Sweet.
But I've lost the color.
They make things called heaters. Yeah. So this is super weird. I put my both of my screens up on a shelf, and so now I can't see Aaron at all except for his hands and his crotch. And so when he's talking to me, that's all I can look at.
Which I don't see a problem there, but hey, I found another roll of paper towels over here. Like a full roll tide.
Did you just roll Tide?
Yeah, I did. Well, poop. Alright, we're going to try a different color than I thought I was going to use, but nothing. This is golden fluorescent paint.
You're looking at heaven? Is that what that is, Ian? So now we see Ian really joined the stream because he's hoping to get a crotch shot. I'll just send you a picture.
Yeah.
of Aaron's hands. Bryce wants a temp gun.
Got it on Amazon.
Okay, well, I'll just send y'all the link. The temp gun that Aaron.
Yeah, and if you can figure out how to use it, maybe message me back because I don't think I'm really using it right.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just turned it on and I started pointing it at stuff.
Literally.
Wow. Really bright.
Yeah, that is super bright.
It looks brighter on that camera, but it looks more like this. I mean, that's still really bright, but the camera has light reflecting off of it. Oh, I got another light I can turn on. Woohoo! Brownie points.
It's okay. I'm sending point and shoot. That's it. That's. Thanks, Bryce.
Well, no, there's like
helpful.
There's all kinds of things that go along with it. Like there's different settings and stuff, and I don't know what any of them do, and there's no instructions for it. So it's like, good luck. All right.
Okay, Ian. You have a video that I just sent you on Instagram of Aaron's arm.
I'm blow drying.
Is that yellow?
Yeah.
It looks.
It looks
green.
weird compared to. Well, actually, the fluorescent is the green part of it, but it's actually yellow. I don't know why it looks green, but it does.
The ink nipple.
The what?
Oh. I didn't even see that. It's like perfectly positioned. You know. 'Tis what it is. I'm freezing.
You're freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So I think if I kind of make this kind of wavy, like my brush strokes coming up, so this is my initial look, it will flow into the fire better off of the flat sword.
That's
And
good.
if it doesn't, I'm blaming Bryce because he didn't speak up earlier. Ian too. Gosh darn it.
Hello, guest ZP and Ringbolt. How are y'all? Aaron is sus in general, so it tracks. It's true.
Wait, what? So true.
Doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Aaron, how are you doing?
I'm just dandy.
Dandy. I never critique sucky painters.
Well, thank you.
That's true, Ian. That's why I never critiques you. I'm just kidding. Good, thanks. Glad to hear that.
Is chartreuse actually green?
Bryce. Yeah.
Is it?
Bryce. Don't you dare. amazing painter. Are you kidding me?
I once watched Bryce paint his model all the way in the line up to turning the model in. That's what a baller Bryce is. And then when he got to the front of the line, I guess he was done. I've seen him sculpt his model on an airplane. If there was an extreme sports for miniature painting, Bryce would probably have some awards in it because
It's true.
Aside from being a really good painter, he's
an amazing painter.
known for getting some.
That's how everyone does it? Bryce, no. Not quite. Uh-oh. It's 9 o'clock and I'm already yawning.
Yep.
I can't do coffee.
We don't have any coffee, do we?
Huh?
I could totally do coffee right now.
I know you could, but if I had coffee right now, I won't go to bed until 3
You would flip out.
Aaron was right. Liz is an old soul. I am. Okay, I will admit, I am. I love naps. I mush my food up sometimes so that I can eat it better. I lay down at 6. See, Dodge gets me. I laid down. What time did I get back from my mom's? Wait, that was for
Oh,
dinner.
you were in bed so fast. I was like,
I
holy cow,
literally
where did this
walked
girl
in.
go?
I literally walked in, I put my purse down, and I pulled the covers back, and I got in bed. It was for a different reason, but like.
Yeah, you were in a little bit of a bad mood. I was scared of you. I was like, I'm just gonna let that go. But then I walked in and you were in bed. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Liz, do you go to bed early? So it depends. If I have my nephew the next day, I go to bed at 10. That doesn't mean that I will go to sleep at 10 because I play on my phone and talk to people, which usually means that I'm up until like midnight or 1, and then I have to wake up at 5, but it's fine. It's fine. But on like other nights, I stay up pretty late, but I still get up pretty early. Oh no! Stop yawning. See, Sweets gets me. I'm just always tired. Always tired, always anxious. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm always tired. I wear myself out by having anxiety.
So this model is going to be done tonight. What should I paint next? And let's make it a Reaper model.
Ooh,
Somebody's
good plan.
And if I don't have it, we will literally get on Reaper's website and order it tonight.
Yeah. Y'all pick out a mini for Aaron to paint. A Reaper mini.
Would be a cool one. Maybe something a little bit bigger. You know, like not a dragon. Please, not a dragon. Although I would paint a dragon. There's that limited edition dragon head that was from ReaperCon. But maybe something like a big ogre or something. That would be kind of fun. Or like something just, I don't know, different. We haven't done something with a lot of, like, that we could put a lot of skin tones or something in. So be thinking about that and post it in the whatever. Just send it to me mentally if you want. I don't care. Guaranteed I won't get that message, but... It's good times.
I feel like a should get a drink, though.
I still keep thinking you had a drink for dinner, but you didn't.
No, I literally ate my entire dinner without a drink.
Now, to be fair, that's kind of how you usually eat your dinner. Like I will drink 3 drinks while eating dinner. Like I can't not drink while I'm eating. But like Liz will wait till the end of her dinner and then drink whatever drink she has there. So
I don't know.
I know there's a lot of people like that. Maybe I'm the weird one. I don't know.
How do you? Is that a weird thing for me? Just like not to drink anything.
How do you wash the food down, or you just swallow it whole?
Spit.
Spit.
I don't know.
You must have some wily spit.
Paint the dragon with Tootsie Rolls. Oh wait, that's lame.
Yeah, that would be a. Oh my gosh, I am so glad. So he did that, and we were both laughing about it, and it was really funny. And I'm so glad that we didn't do that as a joke to everyone else on the table, or on my good models, because it literally melted overnight, and then there was this Tootsie Roll dripping from the model that he put it on. I was like,
it was drooping.
Drooping, whatever. It was
dripping.
gross though. Like it was.
That's the wrong word. The Cloud Giant from Bones 5.
I don't know which one that is.
Let me look.
Anything but that model. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, I think I know which one that one is, and I think. Hold on.
Whoosh. Herbity flurbity.
I think we have that female one. I watched it. I can now sell a Lovejoy original. Oh, is that where the bust went? Bryce had it?
Oh, did he take it from me?
I don't know. Remember, we couldn't find it.
Oh no, somebody came up and was like, "Hey, I'll take that," because I was literally like, "Yeah," like I wasn't gonna do anything with it.
Wait, Bryce, do you have the bust? I mean, we don't care. I just didn't know where it was.
I that was the one I painted on House of Vex, but I have like 2 more copies here at home, so like but maybe we wait for another stream on that. I think it'd be cool to do, because we've done a dragon, we've done some of those things. I think it'd be cool to do something like with fleshy skin, but maybe not non-human type fleshy skin, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Aaron was throwing away. Bryce has it. Okay, no, Bryce, you don't have to send it to us. You keep it.
Yeah, I'm not
that.
gonna ask for it back.
No,
but
we didn't know where it was. We didn't know who ended up getting it. The Maggot Crown Bone Sack. That sounds real dirty. I like it.
So dirty.
Oh, that one would be awesome.
Which one's that?
Balls. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, let me
I'm gonna send it. Okay, don't open this up on the stream, but open it up on your phone. I'll send it to you.
Oh, is it like naked or something?
No, it's not that. I don't remember what I have sent you on Facebook Messenger. And I don't want you to open it. Oh, the last thing I sent was, "You're my handyman." People don't need to see our messages.
You said. Oh.
The bone sack.
Oh. So this is the model we're looking at. That might be kind of cool. How big is that model? I mean, it looks bigger than a normal figure. Why do they have a B right there? Oh, because it's bones. It's bones black. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That would be kind of cool. Okay, that's an idea. Write that one down.
I've got it open in a tab.
Okay, well, I guess I have it open in a tab too, so That works. All right. That one's pretty cool.
I agree. Why did my music stop?
I don't know.
Oh, it didn't. I somehow turned it down with my
Your
body.
arm ear.
I guess I leaned on it and turned it off. I'm freezing.
So, as we mentioned at the start of the stream, I got some woodworking tools over Christmas, and I'm trying to finish up my table here. Like actually create a custom sort of table for streaming and filming and all that stuff. So we're at the point where I needed to buy the rest of the wood and also my table is like 2-story. It's a double decker. And so I needed to go down and get my plywood, and I needed to have it cut. One, because my table saw isn't big enough to cut it down, period. But also we don't have a big enough car to get it home, you know? So we get there, and I'm talking with the guy, and everything's cool. And he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, so I need to get this cut. And he goes, so our cutter, our saw broke. Like smoke, fire, you know, coming out, sparks coming out. I'm like, no. So put everything back, and then we go down to Lowe's, which is a few blocks down. And we go in there, and they've got the wood, the same wood. So I'm like, okay, cool. And so Liz goes, you know, we should probably go down and ask before we cart this all the way down to the back and make sure their saw works. And I'm like, there's no way that this saw is broken too. So we walk down there, and I'm like, hey, does your saw work? The guy goes, no, and he just points, and there's a big sign that says saw broken. I was like, what are the odds of that?
So in other words, he did not get his wood cut today.
So I've got the interior of my my table done. All those cuts made. They came out awesome. That was actually the hard part, the part I was scared about. But I don't have anything to put on top of it, so it's just kind of stuck where it's at.
So I forgot that tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's right. New Year's is like one day before Christmas because it's the New Year's Eve, nobody cares about New Year's Day.
I know, Bryce. I know. The whole time he's just been talking about his wood. Giggity.
I've been covered in my wood. Listen here, Bryce. We're talking some serious wood stuff here. You wouldn't understand. So I did drill my finger. I have not cut a finger off yet, and I am really trying not to do that because that would suck.
Oh, I didn't know what that noise was.
That's my mouth. My mouth.
I like that my bear, you can see him, like, behind me. Early Happy New Year to you too, Ringbolt. And I'm supposed to stream tomorrow night, so I guess I'll be ringing in the new year with everybody. Bryce said always adjust the blade to the correct height. Don't be lazy.
Mine is more like when the blade's spinning on the table saw, it looks smooth. in my mind. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, it just looks smooth because it's all blurry, you know? And it's not smooth. It's a jagged, jumbled mess that will rip your finger apart if you touch it. So don't do that.
True. Have a good night, Dodge. Happy New Year's. Dodge is going to bed.
Oh, good night, Dodge. You know, some people just aren't cut out for
Anyone else wants...
late night painting.
Ian said, anyone else wants some saw tips? Raise your hook hands.
Yeah. I was watching a YouTube video and this dude had like 2 fingers left. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
No.
I'm good.
Bryce said, so your blends will look smooth if you spin them. Yeah.
Pretty much. That's kind of how it works. So I wonder how far. I kind of want the edge of this blade to look like it's not as hot, maybe, or whatever. I don't know how far to do it down. Seen people do this, but I've never really looked at how they did it. I just thought it looked cool. I guess bringing up some reference pictures would help, but why would we do that? That's ridiculous.
I don't understand. It is like, it was so warm today. It's still 59 outside, but like, it feels like it's so cold.
You want me to come check the temperature over there? Because I can. Got a temperature gauge.
Here, take the temperature of my fingers.
Pull my finger?
No, take the temperature of my fingers.
Hold on. You're at 76 degrees.
My fingers are cold.
I'm running around the house, taking temperatures of everything, and Liz is like literally in bed. And she's just like,
Yeah.
I could just see it in her face. And she's just like, why me? Like, what did I do?
Solar Wind. I forgot Aaron painted the cave troll for Reaper. I was going to suggest that one. Yeah, he's done that one.
Yeah, I did the box art on that one. I
So
mean, I wouldn't.
So, Bryce says, so why did you get a temp gun?
For 3D printing.
Yeah, he tests the temperature, I guess, of his resin in the vat. Ringgold said, wish I had one of those minis to paint right now.
Which one?
The cave troll or the thing that Aaron's painting?
Or the Aaron and Liz minis. Just keep.
What?
Marley's under the table huffing and puffing. She's like, this is so boring.
What am I doing?
What? It's a Marley.
Oh, Marley.
Yeah. She's unimpressed.
The one he's painting?
This is Gilliman from Games Workshop.
Don't ask him how to spell it, because he doesn't know.
Yep. No,
That was exactly what he told me. He was like, this is what it's called. Don't ask me how to spell it, because I don't know. Okay. Trash! Hello! How are you doing?
On what?
Trash said, "Wait, wasn't this a Christmas present?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But so Trash
Could be a Christmas
Jordan
present for
doesn't-
next year.
Jordan doesn't live with us. He lives on the other side of the U.S.
I don't even think he knows Christmas happened yet.
So we haven't sent him his Christmas presents yet.
Well, he got all the.
He got two of the Christmas presents because we had him shipped.
He got all the good
But everything else has not been
on
shipped
its
out
way.
yet. So this will be going with that. Nice saturated yellow. Yes. Brass.
Yeah, fire's all about saturated colors, if possible.
Aaron sounds like he has a stuffy nose. He has been sick all week. It's just some sort of cold, whatever the crud is that's going around right now.
Yeah, I got con crud.
We're pretty sure that my best friend gave it to him.
And we are never going to talk to her again.
That is not true. I'll see her next week. Not hashtag not COVID. Exactly. I keep wanting to lean into my mic.
You should.
I do, and then I remember that it's not plugged
Just
into your
doesn't
computer, so it
matter.
doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter.
Alright, so we have 45 minutes left of the stream.
Wait, how'd that happen?
Well, I guess technically we'll probably have to go over a little bit.
Because of
Because we were a
Nayers.
little late.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whose fault was that? Mine.
Yours.
Right, right.
What was I saying? You made me forget what I was saying.
You were saying how cute my hands were.
What?
No, you weren't saying that.
No, I didn't. Yours. I don't even remember the conversation that we just had. What did we say?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Sweets, what did we say? My brain is just like, it was his fault you were late to the stream. Oh, yeah, because it was. Oh.
All right. So the one color I really need to use
Ow.
is Lost. So
Which color do you need?
it was the black or the really dark. I think it's black from the Superwash set.
Oh.
And I used it for something else, which means it's probably in a bag somewhere.
Probably.
Stinks.
All right. So we're gonna ask you. We're gonna play 21 questions.
All right, let's do it.
And if y'all have any questions for him, feel free to ask those in chat, and I'll ask them out loud to him. Okay. So we're gonna start off super easy. What is your favorite food of all time?
Chicken and dumplings.
I knew that one.
I mean, it really could have been almost anything.
I
but
literally mouthed the words chicken and dumplings
Really?
right as with you. Yes, because I know what your favorite food is.
You know what time it is.
Okay, so we have a question from Ian. Alright, you ready? And I'm gonna see if Aaron does the same thing that he does to me when I ask him how much he loves me. Ian wants to know, how much do you love him?
Like that much, right? There.
That's more than, Ian, that's more than me. 9 times out of 10, he goes like this. About this much. So, you're doing great. Trash said, their question is, what is your favorite type of apple? That's a good one.
The Golden Crisp or what? Shoot, what's it called?
Honeycrisp?
Honeycrisp.
Yeah. Sarge, hello! So Brooke said French toast or pancakes?
Pancakes. I mean, sorry, French toast.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Sorry.
Wrong.
Oops.
That was the wrong answer. Okay. What is your biggest fear?
Oh shoot. I'm afraid of a lot of stuff.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm afraid of you sometimes.
Okay, that's fair.
She's on a rampage when her hair starts poofing up. Like, see it right now? It's nice and close to her head. If it gets like an inch or two higher than that, it's like, just stay away. Like, that's a no-go zone right there.
Yeah, if anybody was at ReeferCon this year, they probably saw me.
She barged into Christine Van Patton's class, and her hair was like, it looked like she had an afro or something. Like, it was like standing on the ceiling. And I was like, I'm in trouble.
For an entire hour with the entire Reefer staff.
Come on.
So that wasn't on me. That was on you. Okay, so what's your biggest fear? Not me. I can't be your biggest fear. That's not how that works.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I'm not afraid of anything.
You just said you're afraid of a lot of things. We'll take you
I'm afraid of you catching me in a lie.
Like the one that you just told?
And Liz knows. Like, I have no poker face. Like, it's just
No.
like, if I lie to her, it's like I might as well have a beacon across my head. Lie, lie, lie.
No. Which means yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty messed up, but.
Yeah. How do you like your bananas?
Oh, over easy. I like them fried.
Oh my god, fried bananas.
That reminds me, we need to go next Adepticon. We like either you got to get your friends in gear, or we just need to go to the Brazilian barbecue place because.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're probably just gonna have to go by ourselves, like without them.
They're all being babies.
I don't think Pinky said that he was going this year, so.
Why not?
Okay. Why does Aaron hate tongue twisters?
Tongue twisters? Is that a candy?
Shoot me. No. Why do you hate tongue twisters?
Tongue twisters? Because they twist your tongue.
Ooh.
They get all twisty.
How long have you been painting minis for?
Like 22 years. That doesn't count as a kid, but I don't really count that. So.
He's been painting
Professionally since 2009. That was basically, I lost my job and it's like, well, crap, I gotta do something.
Okay.
So none of this happened intentionally. I wasn't like, hey, I really want to paint miniatures for other people or teach classes or any of that stuff. It kind of just happened. But I really I enjoyed it. I mean, maybe if I wasn't doing it now, I might be like, hey, that would be fun. But kind of just happened, a lot of this stuff. Like teaching at Reaper, I mean, I knew what Reaper was, but I never painted Reaper miniature. And then all of a sudden I'm teaching at ReaperCon. And I'm like, well, I better paint a couple Reaper figures because that's going to be weird. I think I'd painted one or two, but I hadn't really looked at it too much because I was like all into 40K and stuff. And oh, hey, there's my
That's an alarm.
alarm.
Okay. Hello, Kevin. Rowboat Gorilla Man.
Yes, Rowboat Gorilla Dude.
I probably shouldn't ask that one. What are 3 items that are on your bucket list?
Items like to paint or something, or just like to have.
To do. I'm reading 21 questions off of a thing, and then I'm sprinkling in whatever people ask in chat. This one's from the
From the bucket list.
Yeah.
I want to go to Europe. That's
Okay.
it. Every year I'd be like, this year I'm going, and then I wouldn't, and it just got more and more depressing. So now I just don't even say that anymore. It's like, yeah, I'm never gonna go, and then maybe one day I will, and then I'll be all excited. But I would love to go with you, Liz, and like maybe hit up Monte Sansevino. That's a really, it's probably the premier contest in the world for miniature painting, and I think that would be just amazing. Like that would be a dream come true for sure. But then also just like spending time going around Europe. We have so many friends from Europe, and just I don't know, just seeing the history of Europe. Like buildings are thousands of years old rather than a couple hundred years old.
Okay, so what's the second one?
What was the question again?
Oh my God, you're supposed to be naming three things on your bucket list.
3 things on my bucket list. To finish Reboot Gilliman.
Okay.
All right, so that's gonna happen tonight.
Bob. Yes. That's 2. You have one more.
These are hard things to do. Like I must be like the most boring person ever because I'm just having no aspirations to do anything. I've done a lot of fun stuff in my life.
Babe. You want to buy a house?
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Oh my gosh.
How'd you know?
How did I know?
I would like so my best friend John, he had a house and then he sold it, and he's like, yeah, don't ever buy a house. It's just there's just too much upkeep and everything. It's way better to just rent and I remember thinking, but I've never owned a house. Like I've never had the opportunity to. Like I could see once I've got it, it's like, oh, this is a pain in the ass. Like let's ditch, abort. But I haven't had that opportunity. So owning a house would be really cool. I think it's something to say that that I bought. I mean, I've accomplished a lot of other things, but that would be cool.
All right, so Trash said, true or false, Aaron can identify an airbrush brand by the sound of spray.
No, that is totally false. I don't know.
What? No.
There's no way you could do that, I don't think.
Reboot gluten can?
Gluten can?
Oh my god.
Gluten for fluting?
Oh, okay, here's one. What's the weirdest thing in your closet?
Oh, you do not want to know. I mean, Liz probably would kill me if I told you some of the stuff that's in because I share a closet with someone.
I don't have anything weird in there. I mean, I've got
You have all kinds of weird stuff in there.
No?
Probably the weirdest thing for me. Okay, so I have I have a bunch of award-winning miniatures on a shelf in my closet because we ain't got nowhere else to put them.
That is true. Okay, that is a good one.
That's kind of a weird one. I've also got a banana outfit. Sorry. And a lot of coffee. Yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing in my closet.
Humble brag hurt? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna ask this one anything. Or anyways, what's the wildest thing you've ever done?
I pooped in my neighbor's yard.
I knew that was the story you were going to choose. Out of all the stories of literally Aaron, that's the story that you would always choose.
I'd choose it because it's also one of the most it's embarrassing.
Hey Tiffany, how's it going? He did poop in his neighbor's yard and then took his kids back
the next day to look at it,
The next day to show them where he pooped in their yard because he was too far away from the house and had to poop really, really bad and didn't want to poop in his pants. That's the long story short. Okay. If you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why?
2023, just to see what happens.
Did you say 2023?
Yeah.
Aaron, seriously?
I want to see what my desk looks like. Did I mess it up?
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean, like if that's your answer, it's okay. I'm not making.
So that would be a hard one because there's things I would love to go back in time and just see what things were like yesteryear.
That's
maybe.
true. He could win the lotto numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
I
could. Yeah, except with my luck, I would not bring the list with me. You know, I'd be like, oh, okay, I got all these numbers.
And then you'd forget all
shoot,
of
I
them.
forgot them, and I forgot all the numbers, and I've got sawdust behind my ears. This is really weird.
I know because you didn't take a shower.
Well, I had 7 minutes. I didn't even eat all my hamburger. The travesty. But going into the future might be really cool because I've been watching a lot of shows on AI and stuff and like what's coming, and they're actually talking about like little mini robots and stuff that could possibly go into your body. They wouldn't necessarily be able to heal. Like if you had like terminal cancer or something, like you're already there. But where they would work best is they just go in when you have nothing, and they fix everything because they're little AI robots and they know what to do. That would be kind of cool just to see where that all goes. Now, granted, I might get to 2080 and we're all dead because the robots took over. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a little bit scary, but I think that would be super cool just to see where technology goes in, you know. Like if you go ahead like 1,000 years, it's like crazy. Like I want to see what will happen in the next 40 years because you know, who knows?
Sweets said, "What period in history would you prefer to live in?"
I want to relive the entire Civil War. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you don't.
That would be awful. What period in history? You know, what might have been cool is like the Roaring '20s, like when things were, you know, everything seemed prosperous and like people were, like, also the style was banging back then. Like, oh my gosh, have you guys seen Thoroughly Modern Millie? Has anyone seen that show?
Yeah.
Movie. I remember we used to watch that all the time because I don't know why, but we did. And I love that show. Like, just all the outfits and stuff. The outfits that Millie would wear were really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, easy. Brad Pitt. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, you don't like Brad Pitt.
No, I don't like Brad Pitt. He's so dreamy. So growing up, completely in love with Wynona Ryder.
Yeah, but she's so stinking pretty though.
She was awesome. Well, yeah, she was. But like, yeah, just she was a little bit, you know, edgy, a little bit moody, sort of on the, like, not really darky, but, you know, she had that angst to her, which every little boy wants, you know. I don't know, but yeah, that was my crush, and I remember one of the movies. It was with her and Cher, and I forget the name of the movie, but they were like the father had died, and I don't know if the sister died too or something. It was really sad, but it was a fantastic movie.
Mermaids?
Yes, that one. There was that one, and then Edward Scissorhands. I can't tell you how much I wished I was Edward Scissorhands, because one,
oh my gosh,
he got to hang out with Wynona Ryder, and two, he was a weirdo, which I was a weirdo too, so it worked out fine. And he had Scissorhands.
Okay, but like, who's your crush now?
Now?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Hunt.
No, babe, I'm not a celebrity. You can't.
You're kind of.
Me.
Well, you're not, but kind of. You're a fake celebrity.
No, I'm not. I mean, is it still Wynona Ryder, or is it like...
No. I think when she robbed the Neiman Marcus store or whatever, I was kind of like, okay, maybe that's... She got some issues there. I feel like we don't watch a whole lot of... Tom Brady? I don't know.
Tom Brady?
I watch a lot more football than anything else. Trying to think. My mind's like blank. I think because like another one when I was a kid was like what's her face from what's it called?
I don't know.
You know that one, Molly Ringwald. Oh my God, I was totally in love with Molly Ringwald too.
She's so pretty though. That's cool.
Those were like the real impressionable ones. I think as I got older, it was like I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't think of anything. Like, what have we watched recently?
I don't know, babe. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to have more.
The Golden Girls, all of them. Just kidding.
Oh my God. Okay, moving along. Sweet says, "What is the weirdest dream you've ever had?" And I have to pee really bad, so
okay.
You tell that dream while I go pee.
I'll tell.
Are you gonna tell the?
The what?
Are you gonna? Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking of.
Are you gonna tell the one that I think you're thinking of?
I don't know, cause. So when I was a little kid, we lived at the first house that we lived in when I was a little kid, and it was kind of a small house. And remember back then, like McDonald's had the Ronald McDonald, and they had the Hamburglar, and they had all those different characters. And even in the playground, there would be different things for like there was a big hamburger, and it was the Hamburglar burger or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I remember when I was young. I think my sister was born at that time, but I was really young. I was like 6 maybe or something. I had a dream that my mom was calling me or something. So I looked out the back window of the house, which was weird because I didn't have a window that faced forward to the front yard. But somehow I was looking out into the front yard, and the Hamburglar was coming up the street for me. And I just remember being like super scared. And I guess he had some of the other people with him, but it was the main one was the Hamburglar. And I went into the front of the house, like into the front living room part. And I just remember he was there. He was like right there. Like he'd made it all the way into my house. And I was so scared I couldn't move at all. And like I was just completely paralyzed. And that's the end of the dream. Like I just woke up. So I guess it was good because I was terrified and then immediately woke up. But I remember that dream so vividly. I was so stinking scared, and I don't think I'd ever been that scared before in my life, period. I lived a relatively safe childhood, which I was lucky. But yeah, that was like a game changer right there. Like I was like, I think I even woke my mom up or something and told her about it. I was just like, yeah, I'm not going in the living room ever again, because the Hamburglar's out there. He's coming to get me. But yeah, that was a weird one. Other dreams I would have, probably not so much scary, but super annoying, was I skateboarded for a long time growing up, and I got pretty decent at it. I got sponsored by some companies and stuff, and I did skateboard demos at different schools and stuff like that. So I had, I wasn't like professional or anything, and I was barely amateur, but I did okay. And I remember I'd have friends telling me that they'd be dreaming about skateboarding and, oh, I pulled off a McTwist, or, I did some really insane trick and I did it, in my dream. So they were always having these dreams where they did really well at skateboarding. Whenever I dreamed about skateboarding, I couldn't skateboard at all. Like I couldn't even stand on the board. I was so, I had no balance at all. Or like I would start trying to skateboard and I'd get super dizzy and fall off. And that would usually happen like if I was sick or really nervous about, like a contest coming up or something like that. Like that was the worst dream to have right before a contest. You literally can't even skateboard at all, And I was one of those guys, I could skateboard forward or backwards almost as good as I could skateboard forwards, So it was like I knew what I was doing, but I never got to have one of those dreams where like I could just do whatever I wanted. And I was always really jealous of my friends. So that was kind of weird. When I get really nervous, and this will happen like before cons, for teaching and stuff. That's also how I know I'm still into teaching and stuff, because I get so nervous and I care. I figure if I'm ever not nervous, then it's probably time to, hang it up, because I just don't care anymore. But luckily I still have that problem. So I poop a lot, and I'll have dreams where just nothing makes sense, nothing goes right. Like, period. And I don't really have dreams about painting, because I think that would be a really boring dream, but I'll have dreams about other stuff, and it's just like you're trying to drive your car and it just doesn't work or whatever. And so that's like, I don't know what that says about me, my mentality, but those are my weird dreams. And Liz is coming back. You can hyper-analyze me.
I heard you had a dream about a Hamburglar.
Yes, the burglar came to my house and literally scared the crap out of me. Like so scared I couldn't move at all. So I couldn't get away. And then I just woke up. And I remember going in and crying. Like, I think I went in and told my mom. She was probably like, oh my gosh, you woke me up for this.
She probably was. Probably not so happy. Sweet said, I had a similar dream, but it was a skeleton at my daycare. I was so scared.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So that was, I mean, I was like all of 5 or 6, you know, when that happened. And I just, and what was funny was, it wasn't like anyone had ever, like, nothing scary had ever happened involving the Hamburglar. In fact, going to McDonald's was like a huge thing. Like, I loved playing in the Hamburglar's part of the playground, you know? So I don't know why I had that dream where I was just like terrified of him, but I was. I mean, it scared me sideways. I think the coolest dreams I've had, I remember one time I gained the ability. Nowadays I don't really dream all that much, which I don't know what that means about me, but I just don't dream. But when I was a kid, sometimes I could control my dreams. So I would actually recognize that I was dreaming, and I could continue the dream. So if it was like a really, like, you know, going back to my dreams about skateboarding where I couldn't do anything, this would be like a dream like, oh, I'm going to summer camp, and it's a really cool campground. And then like in the middle of the dream, I'd realize I was dreaming, and then I'd be like, it's a dream. What if they had like a really cool treehouse, you know? And then all of a sudden there's a really cool treehouse in the dream. So I could kind of control my dreams like that. It didn't always happen, but it happened quite a few times. And then there was other times where I would wake up from a dream and I'd be like, dang, that dream was so cool. And it always involved camping. I don't know why. Like, we didn't camp. Like, when we camped as a kid, it was you're roughing it, you know? But I'd have these dreams where we were at these really cool campgrounds where they had, you know, rock climbing walls and just all kinds of cool stuff. And usually there was cute girls involved and stuff like that, which that was probably the main thing. Who cares about the campground, right?
That's exactly right. I mean, that was the only reason that we ever, like, the youth group liked going.
Oh my gosh, if you went camping and you didn't hook up with somebody, like, it didn't matter. Oh man, camping was the hook up central.
Yeah, we're hooking up.
Oh, big time. What were you doing? Just camping? Listen, you're out roughing it. You got the pup tin action going on. There's that cute little girl across the way, because we weren't allowed to be in the same part. Oh my God, yes, we were. Oh man, it was. Yeah, not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh my God. No, we did not.
I hooked up at Hume Lake. I hooked up at.
Jesus.
Okay,
are you using the term hooked up?
We not like we didn't have sex, dude. We were kids. Okay.
So that's what hooked up means.
It was always the hope. Like, you can hook up with somebody and just be making out and stuff.
No, that's not what that means.
I think you're thinking of jacked up.
No, that means that you're messed up. Okay, we're gonna end this conversation. Ringbolt said, about how many minis have you painted?
Well, that one order I painted just 2,000 in one order, so that's probably more than most people have painted their entire life. That was one commission.
Probably in like, oh my God, there's no telling.
It is really hard to tell because I've painted countless armies, and armies are usually where the numbers really drastically go up. God, I don't even know. When we were writing the book, the Miniature Monthly book.
For his son, one still painting.
Yeah, still, yeah. Oh, be careful, sweetie.
It's fine. It was just my phone.
She's
beat the shit.
The Hamburglar's after her. She's like fighting them off.
It's fine.
Fine. Yeah, thousands, for sure. I don't paint as many armies anymore, but I am doing one currently, and it's a little bit getting used to it, getting back into that hang of things, but it's pretty cool too. So. So just so you know, I never had sex at a campground when I was young and camping, but I wanted to.
Aaron.
I mean, that's the dream of every little boy.
Okay, we are not on this topic anymore. Moving along.
Well, I'm fixated now.
Sweets said, "What is the one thing you would never buy?" Like miniature related sweets, or do you mean just like in general?
Never buy?
Yeah, in general.
So it would probably be something that I really didn't want. So I guess that makes that like it's like yes. Duh. But so a lot of people. So here's the thing: a lot of our sponsors, they'll give us free stuff, including Reaper, but then a lot of times we just buy it. We buy stuff from our sponsors, and part of that is to support our sponsors because I know that everybody wants free stuff from these people, and it's just like after a while it's like, well, do we just give everything away for free? But I like supporting our sponsors. But the other reason, and I notice this big time, is if I pay money for something, I really want it, like I actually want that thing. If I don't pay money for it, I have like no value on it, even if it's something really cool. And a lot of times it just ends up in a drawer. So, maybe they should have given it to somebody else, type of thing. So, so I think like as for me, like in a lot of times when I'm buying something, I will research that item and I'll pay more for it to get a better item. Now, granted, sometimes my budget doesn't allow me to do that, but it's so the things I would never buy would be something like ridiculous that I just don't want, which is a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And like I would never buy ladies' underwear because I don't wear it.
Like I put in chat, he would never buy a truck. I answered that very short and simple for him. Oh.
You asked me that today. You go, hey, maybe you could get a truck in a couple years, and I'm like, nope.
Exactly. I made it real short and simple. A truck. He would never buy a truck.
Yeah, I've had a truck. No interest.
What is your favorite season of the year?
Winter, because usually the weather's most extreme, and also my favorite holidays and just family time and stuff is usually winter months. Also, I'm not good in the sun. Like I melt. So is Liz. But I especially like if I'm out in the sun for too long, like it's almost like I get sun sickness or something. Yeah, oh man, it's awful. So I really like the winter, like especially the winter months, because one, I'm from Southern California and we don't have no weather, So that's one thing I really love about being out here in Georgia is there's just weather. Every season is different. And it's not always pretty, I mean, there's really hot, ugly days, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I still love it, and it changes all the time, and that's something that never happened in Southern California. It was just always the same, which, like, you think, okay, that's great and all, but it gets kind of boring after 40 years.
All right, what 3 miniatures do you want to paint that you haven't yet and are not from Warhammer? I like that you threw that part in there, Tiffany.
So, that's a good question. 3 miniatures. Just one, or maybe an army? Because I really want to paint my Song of Ice and Fire miniatures from Game of Thrones. But that's like a whole army. It's not necessarily, like you can't just paint a single figure. So we'll lump that into a bulk painting. So that's one of them that's on my bucket list to paint. I've been really wanting to paint my Marvel Crisis Protocol. So, there's one from that I have an idea for a diorama. and it's Deadpool. And so I want to gut out the inside of his. He comes with a taco truck. It's like a terrain piece, and the taco truck is like solid, but it looks like you can see into it, but you can't. So I want to cut out the inside and re-sculpt the entire interior of a taco truck, all the equipment and everything, and then make a diorama out of it. So that's on my bucket list to do. That's like a personal project. So it's definitely bucket list because it will never happen. But eventually, maybe one day. And then what is just another cool? The hard part is there's so many cool miniatures out there. I mean, Reaper alone has like a bazillion really cool miniatures.
It's okay. You don't have to have 3, especially like.
Now I'm gonna fixate on it for the rest of my life.
I know. That's why I said you don't have to.
I think the hardest part is as soon as you find a miniature you really really like, another one comes out that you like even more. We are like in the age of miniatures right now. Like it's just shoot. The STL companies are coming out with fantastic miniatures every month. Entire line of them.
It's true. Okay. Do you have a favorite mini that you have painted?
So I really liked painting. Ryuk was one of my favorites. It's destroyed. Jason, the Friday the 13th bust of Jason, which is also gone, was one of my favorites. Oh, for sure. And if you've been to Reaper in their store, their new store, it's in the front cabinet. Was my best of show piece. I forgot what it's called. My brain's like sort of off right now because I'm sick. But what was that thing called? The Forgotten Realm.
Yeah.
So that one was a culmination of like a really tall base that I created, but it's very thin, so it didn't take up a lot of room, and that was a really fun project to do. Like that took a lot of different skill sets to create, and it was probably the best female flesh tone like face that I've ever done.
He did a great job.
I did a great job, and then I was like, I never want to do this again. This was really hard. Forget it.
All right.
Waka waka.
Sweets wants to know, is ketchup a smoothie?
What?
Is ketchup a smoothie?
Like the product ketchup?
Yes.
It could be. I've seen a guy, like I had a friend just squirt it down his throat, and I thought that was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I think I confronted him. Not down. Not happy with that guy at all.
Sorry. I am. Maybe y'all were wrong about the maturity level here. Yes.
Hey, as mature as Liz is, she can act. She can go full 12-year-old real quick.
Yeah, if you've seen my streams, you would know. It gets rough. Okay. What's a bad habit you've had that you've been able to overcome?
Choosing bad girlfriend? No, I'm just kidding. That was kind of a habit, though.
That was a habit. You had
that for sure had to break that one.
Yeah.
and it, not to say that my ex-girlfriends were all bad people. You know, sometimes it's just like choosing the wrong personality type or whatever. Like it just always ended horribly. So, and sometimes more horribly than others.
True.
But this is when I talked with Mike about when we were driving around after moving all day. But so our buddy Mike, chews tobacco, and it's funny every time that we've had like a heart-to-heart talk, or like, you know, just like two dudes kicking it, drinking a beer, talking. That it's actually come up, you know. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm really trying to quit chewing and stuff," and I've vaped for a long time, and that was more than hard.
You hid it from me too.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it either. Like, you know, so it was like, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where like you start, like, misery loves company, and so like you're like, okay, well, you know, because maybe you would have been vaping too or something, and then like makes it even harder, you know, to quit. So it was just like, well, if I like, I just don't want to advertise, but that was the hardest thing.
But
I think ever.
You did it, and I'm very proud of you.
But like, so the other night when Chip and Lauren were over here,
yeah,
and you're like, oh, you should try this. It's
I know
popcorn flavored or something, and it would have been one hit.
And you were.
But in my mind, I'm like, it was so stinking hard to quit, and every time I did quit, it would be, oh, just take one hit, it will be okay. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that was pretty good, I want to try it again. And then all of a sudden it's like this $100 a day habit, you know, or whatever. Yeah. So I was just like, nope. I know, you know. It's kind of like, I know I have a very like sort of addictive personality, and I remember one of my exes, her brother like did cocaine or something, and she had done it before we got together, you know, type of thing. And one time she was like, oh my gosh, you would totally love it, you know. And I'm like, and in my mind I'm thinking, yeah, I probably would love it. That's why I'm not even gonna try. Like I just already know, like I know what's gonna happen, you know. And on something like, nicotine and cigarettes and stuff is bad enough as it is, but something like that, like no, thank you. So it's just one of those things where, like, you know, it just doesn't work for me. And so I've been lucky in my life that, you know, I had pretty good role models and influences, you know, that have helped me sort of steer clear of crazy stuff. But that, well, anybody who's done stuff like that, they know how hard it is. It's just.
All right. What's your favorite kit bashed mini?
Kit bashed, like I bashed it together, that I've done or somebody else did. Somebody else, it'd be Kirill Kanev. He did this dreadnought that was amazing.
I think probably either. That can be your answer.
Yeah, I don't like, you know, I could. Yeah, I mean, Voldemort wasn't really a kit bash. I created everything, but it kind of kit bashed from my mind, maybe. I don't know.
Tiffany, this is the best question. All right, you ready? Do you still wear your shorts and sandals in the snow?
Yes.
At what temp do you change into warmer clothes?
Never.
So I bought him a coat, like an actual coat, for Christmas. And it was with wind chill.
It was
negative 2 degrees outside. So he got to wear it, and like,
I did wear
he
it.
still wore socks with his sandals.
Yeah, huge difference. That helped a lot. So I don't know why my legs don't get cold, or they don't feel the effects of the cold as much.
Because there's no meat on them. They're just real skinny.
But you'd think that would make them colder, and it would.
Maybe not. I don't know.
But I've always been that way. But my upper body, no, like I'm like a baby when it comes to my upper body. So I will be wearing like a snow parka with shorts on. That's kind of how it works.
Okay. What would your theme song be?
I wanna kiss you all over. I don't know.
He does sing that song a lot.
I do, because it's funny.
Normally it's to our dog. So.
And Liz just cringes. She's like, well, I ain't kissing you after that happened.
Yeah, that's so gross. Ruin said, that's how my granddad told me about drugs. Didn't try him because he might like him too much. Yep. No, that's a very good point. Okay.
And for me, I don't know. I enjoy my life. You know, like I know for some people, and it's really hard. You know, like if you don't feel, you know, some of it's like mental. You know, if you just don't feel right. Like my ex-wife, she had a lot of mental health problems, like a lot, and she just didn't. She would say, she goes, I just don't feel right. I need to change. Like, and she was grasping at straws for anything, and a lot of times it would be, you know, drugs or alcohol or whatever, and that didn't help anything, and it made it worse. But I understand why that went down that way, and I've never really had that. Like I've always felt like I can make an idiot of myself, you know, without the help. Quite honestly, like, I don't need anything to just be a total moron. So, and then you know I enjoy my life, and so I feel lucky that way. You know, it could have been different. You know, I could have been in a different group of friends where, you know, they were doing into some hardcore stuff, and I know that changes your mental state too. You know, so like, you know, sometimes you can't get away from it after you've started. So, I don't know. Also, I'm really boring, so you know it works out perfectly.
Man, this is difficult. What's your favorite movie to watch over and over again?
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, so I say that one's a super easy one. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the questions now.
So here's the funny thing about that. I have listened to more movies than I've watched, I think.
Yeah.
Because of my profession as a miniature painter. You end up just wanting to, you need some white noise or something, and so you just plop in a movie. I watched, what's that one with the, Sling Blade. You remember that movie?
You want some French fried
You want some
taters?
French fried taters?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I
do know
listened to that movie 3 times before I watched it. It was
my
on in
God.
a different room, and I was like, "This sounds really interesting." You know, like the guy's voice alone was just very interesting.
Yeah. My brother does the best impression of that guy. Oh, that's a good one. Ringbolt said, "What is your favorite book?"
I never learned to read, so it's definitely not Congo. That book is awful.
You read Congo?
I did.
Wow.
I watched the movie, and I had read some underwater movie that was like movie. I'd read some book about like an underwater sea thing that turned bad, and it was really good. And so I watched Congo, and I'm like, oh, well, this is based off a book. I'm gonna watch that or read that book. And I started reading it, and Congo is amazing in that if you start reading it, you actually learn how to do sign language for chimpanzees and apes and stuff. Like it's really detailed and just amazing, right? And then it gets to the end of the book, and I'm like, okay, there's only a couple pages left. How is this thing going to wrap up? Because they're kind of like in the middle of things.
Are you going to spoiler it? You are going to spoiler it.
No, basically the book ends, and it's like, and they all lived happily ever after at the end. It was like literally like that. And I remember just stopping, and I read the page again because I was like, that's not how it ended. And it did. And I was so angry, I never even watched the movie again. Like, I was just like, wow, that was horrible.
All right, let's see. Royal Cow! Hello!
What's up, homie?
What about What We Do in the Shadows? I think that was for the movie. Yeah.
That
We can
movie
watch
was
that over and over again.
amazing.
So good. Jay of Death said, think Legion of the Damned are gone forever or getting ready for a resculpt.
Do I think it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never really don't kill me on this one, but I was never really a fan of Legion of the Damned. Nor am I a fan of squats, and they brought those back. So if they brought squats back, they're going to bring Legion of the Damned back, and they'll probably have fantastic models because now the sculpting's even much better, and GW does pretty good flames. So
some people, yes, exactly, Ian. Okay. Sweet said, which famous celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Probably Tom Cruise. I don't know why I can't stand that guy.
Well, yeah. Oh, Royal Cal said Book of Hard Knocks. Yes, that is Aaron's book for sure. He wrote that, actually.
I wrote it and I rewrite it yearly.
Oh, Ringbolt, that's a good question. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
To paint quicker.
Are you kidding me? That's gonna be your superpower? You don't want to fly or move through walls or have super strength or super speed. I guess
I already have all those things though.
You do not. No.
I have super strong farts.
You do have super strong farts. Bryce said you already painted super speed.
You know what's funny? The faster you paint, it doesn't help because you're just like, I need to go faster. It's really odd how that works. All right, I could probably go forever on highlighting up those little things. Let's do the little glow effect on his.
Okay.
On his
So we'll do that and then we'll head out.
On his Schwartz.
Do you have a mini you painted for someone else that you wished you could keep?
Yeah. Voldemort.
Yeah. Sweet said mine would be the ability to reread or rewatch something for the first time. Oh, I love that.
That would be super cool.
That would be so cool.
For sure.
Bryce said Aaron has superpowers, that's why Luke is with him. That's why. How did you know, Bryce?
So why we all stick around.
Yup.
Alright. I need
There's no other explanation. Damn. I'll savage.
That's right. I know it. I just don't have to. I use all my cups, I guess.
Do you need more cups?
It'd be nice to have a clean cup, but maybe I can use this one. It says yellow in it. It'll be okay. It will be okay.
I like the question, what mini would you like to have that you didn't, or that you did for someone? Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, there's a lot of times it's sometimes I'm just not into the mini that's being painted, and that's fine. That's part of being a professional painter is you paint anything, right? But sometimes it's just like either the paint job just comes out way better than you thought it would or something, like you have more of an attachment to it. And yeah, it's tough to get rid of them.
The first mini that you ever painted, I am looking for the figure right now, just so you.
Yeah, I do have it. It's pretty amazing. I mean, for my first try, I knocked it out of the park. Right, Liz?
Mm-hmm.
Back me up on this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I actually, when she finds it, I remember taking it over to my mom's house. Showing her. I was like, look at what I did. This is like, and I did freehand on it and everything. It was like crazy good. Is it in our work photos?
Oh no, I'm looking for it on Instagram because I can post that link and then people can just go directly there. It just makes things easier.
Yeah. I would look on my computer, but apparently we're in a time crunch.
We are. What? You haven't posted it on Instagram?
No.
I thought you did.
It's in my book. In the Miniature Monthly book.
Yeah. Huh. Well.
La-di-da, as your grandma would say.
Yep, that is exactly what she would say. La-di-da. Did you... Aren't you the social coordinator? Okay, Royal Cow. Yes. Okay, but here's the thing. Aaron took over his Instagram so that I wouldn't have to do it too. He posts his own stuff now. It's crazy, I know. And I don't think I put it on Miniature Monthly. Oh, I wonder if it's in Discord.
Oh, it might be in that first one of the first
What
pictures.
have you forgotten today? Everything. Forgot what day it was.
Whoosh.
Read a post about House of Vex,
Stuffs
and Lane had to do it for me.
Ooh. Way to go, Lane.
Seriously. When I say that, like, our mods literally make my life easier, I'm not joking. My life is so much
Our mods are awesome.
better with them. Okay, oh my god. You've posted a lot of shit in the Discord.
I'm up to level 2, I think.
There's a lot of... Oh, there it is! I found it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a picture of it, and then I'll send it to you in text, and then you can show it on your phone, like we did earlier.
Oh, okay. I was like, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Me.
Okay. It's so good. We make it both easier and harder. That is very true. There's got to be that balance. A balance, if
A
you will.
balance. Oh, Liz. Is it a balance?
Okay, I sent it to you.
Okay. I'll get on that. Fire.
What are some minis you plan on painting in the new year 2023? Other than the
I have a whole bunch of box art that I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Awesome. So cool new stuff from Comic Mass Games and from Flying Frog. But I'm also really excited about painting my own Marvel Crisis Protocol figures. So I'll probably be doing some of that on our Miniature Monthly Twitch stream, along with some other stuff. But yeah, that's kind of like the what's happening in the future a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All that
Ooh.
good stuff.
Which is, Sweet, he's not really a Harry Potter fan.
Don't get me wrong, I like the movies, but I'm not like Liz. I'm not like my daughter. Like
He doesn't, I don't think he even knows the teachers' names. So the question is, which of the teachers would you prefer to have if you were a Hogwarts student?
Harry Potter. I don't know.
See, I told you. He is no idea. No idea.
Harry Hogwart. Is that it?
I would want Trelawney.
Trelawney. Who's that? Is that the teacup lady?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the funny thing with my Voldemort piece. I put a teacup on there because it wasn't for any reason other than I had sculpted a teacup when I was learning how to sculpt. It was just one of those online training things from YouTube. And so I had a teacup and I put it in there. And then after I did it, Liz was like, "Oh my God, you put the teacup from that one teacher." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I did."
Yeah, you had no idea that he did that.
I did a good thing on accident. It all works out in the end, right?
It does. Better be lucky than good.
Good old luck. Good luck.
What was the worst song that was ever composed?
I wanna kiss your... I don't know. What do you guys think is the worst song ever composed?
I don't know.
There's so many good bad ones out there.
Supersonic?
Supersonic. What is... Okay, I'm going to ask myself a question. What is the one band you wish you saw but never did? That's a difficult one. Let me think about it. The Beastie Boys, they all be coming home. They're coming home. Oh, they're coming home.
Oh my God.
You got that, Liz?
Yeah, I got it, babe.
Oh, they're... Man. I totally thought they were coming back to San Diego, and then MCA died. And that didn't happen, obviously.
Great story. That was amazing.
It was a true story.
Love you. I'm out of a question.
Love you, I'm out.
Cobra Starship, that's what Bryce said.
I saw them a bunch of times. They were awesome.
Yeah, but I think that's Bryce's.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Bryce could have handled it, man. It was a party in there.
The thumbnail of the stream is you painting and me covering my face.
Isn't that like the way it always is?
Pretty much.
Poetic justice?
Pretty much.
Pretty much as is. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Okay, I have a question for you, Liz.
No.
Why?
I ask myself that question.
Do you ask your question that every day?
Yeah, I ask myself that question daily. Why?
You don't understand how grateful I am that you've never come up with an answer for that question, because it'd probably be bad for me, but...
Do you play a musical instrument? The
Yeah, my Rudy
does not count.
My Rudy Tooter.
Oh, today's Taylor's sister's birthday.
What?
Today's Jacinda's birthday.
Yeah, it's always Jacinda's birthday.
Didn't hear that. No, he does not play a musical instrument. I do. I play piano.
I was in a Christian rap group growing up. How about them apples?
Sweet said you recently joined the Spice Girls. What spice name have you created for yourself?
Stinky Spice.
It can't be Stinky Spice. Like coriander. I'm sorry. That would be super funny. Yeah, you would be Stinky Spice.
I would be Love Flute.
I would just want to be Baby Spice.
They call me Flutie.
Baby Spice was my favorite. What's your favorite sport?
Skateboarding.
Oh, okay, well.
But if you want to talk about like real, it's a real sport, but football,
Yeah.
For sure.
Baby Spice was the best. She was so stinking cute.
So what would you do with Baby? Would you whack her?
No, I would just beat her.
You would beat her? Get her name?
Beat her.
Oh, you just assimilate her vibe? Body vibe?
Yes, we'll go with that.
Body count. Body count.
Death said, I'm about to paint the Reaper Cthulhu. Any tips for blending from green body to tentacle purple?
Use an airbrush.
If you don't have an airbrush, though, wet blending.
Wet blending for sure. Yeah, all day long. Use a bigger brush because that Cthulhu guy is big, pretty big, right? Am I wrong? Well, I guess they have smaller Cthulhus too, but if it's a big one, use a big brush, like ridiculously big, and wet blend it.
House brush. I'm just kidding.
No, don't use it. Well, maybe if you're dry brushing, that could possibly be a thing, but. So right now I'm trying to hit all the angles.
Huge one. So yeah, an airbrush if you have one.
Airbrush if you have one. If you don't though, a regular paintbrush will work. Just get a bigger one, like a big flat one or something. I think would help a lot. I think if I could change professions, I would be a mix master. Like Mix Master Mike.
Mix Master Mike, is that what you'd be?
Yeah.
Prison Mike?
Prison Mike, yeah. That too. If there was ever an actor that I would want to meet, it would be Michael Scott. Well, not Michael Scott. Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I just love that. That guy's so dry. His sense of humor is just hilarious.
I agree. All right, baby, it's almost 10:30.
Your mom's almost 10:30.
We need to
Hold on to your horses. Liz got a horse and she's holding on to it. That's my least favorite song right there. I hate that song.
That is not a song.
Feeling super gassy all of a sudden.
It's probably from the asparagus.
Oh, so if you guys ever have a chance to experience some Liz Hunt asparagus, it's so stinking good. Oh my god, like, that was so good tonight, Liz. Like, it was like heaven.
I do what I can. Your girl can cook. At least I got that going for me.
You got a ton of things going for you, but your cooking is like legit. It's legit.
Thanks.
It's always funny because you apologize about your food every time. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is so good.
Well,
I'm sorry. It's delicious.
I can't go by like a recipe, and I can't cook the same or cook it the exact same way twice. I just eyeball everything, and then I'm like, well, I hope it tastes good.
It always does.
French toast and asparagus.
That might be a weird combination. I might
Plus,
have to.
we don't have an oven. But I mean,
Wait, we have an oven.
Just come and
Oh, not a Reapercon. Okay, I got you.
Bless it.
I'm like that. I was like, what have we been cooking in?
We do have a spare room, so if people want to come and visit for like a weekend.
welcome. That's always fun.
We could do that, and then I'll cook for you.
We've actually not had anyone visit in a while.
I know.
I think people don't like us
was
anymore.
Bryce?
Bryce
I think Bryce was the last one.
The last one. I think Bryce or John.
I think it was Bryce.
I always tell Andy Lawrence he's welcome to stay, and then he never does. 'Cause I think he secretly hates you, Liz.
Probably.
Or me. One of the two of us.
Yes.
All works out. All works out.
All right, babe.
All right, we're almost there. Shh. 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 That was a painting shh. It wasn't like a being mean shh. Bonk, 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 bonk.
Bathroom combination for the ages. We can do stuffed French toast. Yeah, Bryce was the last one.
I think probably the
Other
most.
Andys don't hate Liz. Wait, do you hate me?
Wait.
Or are you saying that like you and Zox don't hate me?
Andy Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Andy loves Liz, but I just.
Yeah, Andy does love Liz.
I was just.
Does love me.
love Liz.
Love Liz.
Lib loves Liz. No, I was just talking smack. Like,
Yeah.
That's not. Poor Andy would start getting hate mail on his Instagram and stuff like, what did I do? You didn't do anything, man. I just was, joking around. Ruined your life.
If you could choose to do anything for a day, not painting minis, what would it be? Sleep.
Right now, I want to woodwork. It's actually pretty fun. Maybe I'll be bored of it in 2 days, but like right now, it's like hitting a home run for me. Surprisingly easier to do than miniature painting too. So far, we'll see what my table looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I need to hold my words a little bit there.
Hold them in your mouth. Bob the Builder Aaron, pretty much. Throw team wash. Okay. Aaron.
Toast you up. I'm sorry.
You're not.
Jordan's like, he's
You're
been
still
messaging me. He's
going.
like, put more highlights on the.
You can still work on this after the stream ends. You don't have to put it away.
That's true. That is very true.
But I was supposed to be somewhere 30 minutes ago, so.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
What you got?
I had a watch party.
You have
planned.
other friends?
I have friends. Imagine that. Crazy. I know. I'm not allowed to have friends. What is your favorite video game to play and what system?
It used to be Warzone and then they ruined it, so I have no favorite video game now.
And you played it on
upset.
the PC.
Played it on the PC. It was super fun. And then they came out with Modern Warfare 2, and I just don't like it. It's like super slow compared to. And they got rid of all the cool maps in Warzone 1, and so it's just like dead. It's dead to me. I missed a part right there. Okay. Close enough. That's looking pretty cool. I gotta put final highlights on that fiery goo, but not too bad. What do you guys think? Okay. My son's not gonna disown me. I gotta do more highlights.
I think it looks great.
It looks great.
Bryce said, I approve of the mini. And then Bryce also said, Liz has lots of friends. You come to see her and bam, she's gone. I just get real excited, and then there's people everywhere, and everybody's so sweet, and so I run away.
So I need every angle of this model to look like this angle right here. That's a good angle right there.
Yes, I agree.
But that's just bringing up my highlights a little more back here, maybe pushing my shadows just a little bit more, and then all the all the little edge highlights in this armor, just to make you see all the detail better. And boom, I think we're done.
Perfect.
I think I could end it right now, and Jordan would be tickled pink. But
yeah,
maybe I'll I'll give him a tickle attack and finish a little bit more. But yeah,
There you go.
not too shabby.
Not bad at all.
Well, anyways, thank you all for joining us. Hey, what did we finally pick for that? Where I drilled my finger is like flaking off now.
We're doing the
The thing.
the bone cock. What was it?
The bone cock.
Bone sack.
Wow.
I couldn't remember what it's called. Okay, I just remember it was. Like,
Hey, you looking at my
innuendo.
bone cock?
It just remember it was an innuendo. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Bone cock.
Well, let's let Liz go do her watch party thing.
Yeah. We'll
Wait,
watch
you're like the
movie.
star of that show too, huh? So they couldn't start it
They
without
can't
you?
start it without.
That's
me.
hilarious. Well, they're all probably half of them are in here with us, so maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
One person.
I don't
two.
think so.
Okay.
Hold on, let me. Actually, yeah. Rich is in here.
Yeah. So there you go.
So, yep.
What movie are you guys gonna watch?
We're gonna watch The Orphan 2.
The Bone Cock.
No, that was last night.
That was last night.
Um,
You should watch the movie you were
Oh.
supposed to watch last night,
Rich
which
is
was Attack the
probably
Block.
He's probably not. No, it wasn't that. So we watched. That is a different thing. That is very true. Hold on. We watched. Shoot. What's the name of that movie?
Lord of the
Existence.
Rings.
Existence. That was interesting. Don't watch it with your kids.
Hmm.
Do not.
Okey
Do
doke.
not. It was, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna watch The Orphan 2 though, because we watched Orphan earlier today, and then we found out that there's a second one, and that it's also based on a true story, which is kind of creepy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. I'm going to go drill some stuff in my garage. Hopefully not my finger again.
Are we I don't know who.
Are we rated?
I am a moderator.
We're rated A and
No, I am a
L for
moderator.
Aaron and Liz.
I forgot that I'm a moderator. Well, we can go. We will raid. I'm gonna spell James Wapple's name wrong.
It's hello. Whoa.
Raid.
Let's raid the Wops.
Wapple. Yes. Alright, we're gonna go raid James Wapple.
All right. You'll see
we
some
got-
real miniature painting
We
there.
got like 5 seconds, so.
Sweet. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New Year's, everybody, and we'll
Thank
see
y'all
you
for joining us.
next year,
Yeah.
next month, and yeah, check out Miniature Monthly's Twitch stream as well because we're gonna
Oh,
be doing a lot
also-
of stuff next month.
I forgot to do that. Hold on.
Don't forget.
There's all of our links.
There it is. Booyah!
Sorry.
All right, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye, you guys.